He had like 3 different school names. Hillman's Martial Arts, Master Hillman's Martial Arts, Tom Hillman. But we had people fix it. This is the first tournament in the Western New York Combat League series. So yay!
Woo!
What will be happening is there's 2 things going on. To get an award, you need to compete. We just don't bow you in and hand you a trophy and send you on your way. So on the flyer, we were talking about how we do combined divisions. So if you're but here's what happens. There's 80, 81, and a bonus division. 81 divisions. If we give out points for 1st through 4th place. If you're the only one in that division, you will get your points today for the division because we're going for a series championship. But then we'll put you in another division if you're the only one, and that way you can compete and you go for your award that way. There's something else I was going to say. This is Master Hellman. There we go.
I'm here.
There we go. He was being dressed. We were talking about how we were going to call you, but you had no clothes on, so we didn't want to.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good idea.
We are starting this off with a special division. What we're doing is the promoters, the primary schools that we're doing this, we're actually going to compete against each other in an exhibition division. And I've got some awards for them that are special. But we like leading by example. So when Master Patterson did his tournament, I went out and competed. I didn't care. I don't care about trophies. It's about showing, listen guys, this is how we deal with things. Yeah, we lead by example. People follow our choice. Now, I got a few administrative things I need to do. So I'm going to hand over to Master Patterson to talk about rules. Now, but quickly, if people are hungry, Pudgy's has great pizza next door. They know you guys are here. We were talking about it.
They're probably open early.
Yeah, they probably opened early. Unfortunately, we really don't have the room for food here. If the weather was warmer, I was going to put tables and chairs out there. That didn't happen. But hey, it's Buffalo. What can I say? I'm going to turn this over to Master Patterson.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to do a couple things here.
All right, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Excellent. Dr. Hartman just kind of put me in the rules and just going through some quick rules for point sparring and for stick fighting. So I think that's sometimes where some of the questions come into play. So I'm going to go through those, but first I just want to welcome all of you guys, competitors. Really excited to see you guys all out here today. Parents, I know we're all excited for our kids, for them to compete as well. Let's remember though that this is about the kids, right? It's a tournament for them. So as we go through, judges are not perfect. We're all human. We all make mistakes and errors. Hopefully we're going to minimize those, and of course using the new software, it should take a lot of that human error out. But as we go through, keep in mind the judges are here working for you guys, and we're doing it for free. It's all about, for you guys and being here for the kids. So let's make sure we support them. Competitors, kids and adults, let's make sure good sportsmanship all around. Most important, and of course, let's get out here, have fun, make some friends, and hopefully learn a little bit more about ourselves and what we need to work on. So I'm going to go through some quick rules. Mr. Morales, I'm going to borrow you, sir. So we're going to go through point fighting. Point fighting, when we're sparring, everything to the body. So chest all the way down to the hip to the belt. Whether it's a kick or a punch, okay, it doesn't matter what technique it is, it's going to be worth 1 point. Okay? Technique to the head. Only technique that we're allowing to the head is going to be back fist. It needs to be side of the head. That'll also be worth 1 point. Any kicking techniques to the head, so hook kick, right, turning kick, any techniques we throw, head kicks will be worth 2 points. Okay, so anything to the head, kick-wise, 2 points. Everything to the body, chin all the way down to the belt will be worth 1 point. There's nothing below the belt, so no kicks to the knees, legs, groin, nothing to the back, so no shots to the spine, nothing to the target. So we're going to stay away from the back area. Illegal techniques, is going to be anything directly to the face. So there's absolutely no facial contact. So any punch to the face, a kick to the face, anything that strikes the open mask area, okay, is going to be a penalty for the other person. So we must stay to the padded area of the helmet. We also are going to be using the bubble rule in effect. What the bubble rule is we're putting, basically an inch, okay, around the head. So if I throw a kick and my opponent does absolutely nothing, I do not have to make contact. If I throw close kick and it doesn't touch, but he doesn't move, he doesn't react, he doesn't block, that is going to be my point. Okay, obviously we want to do that for safety reasons. If I throw a kick and he moves out of the way, let's say he leans back, okay, and it's not close enough, we're not going to award points for that. So it's based on him not reacting to an extremely close and very controlled technique. As far as, I think that's pretty much it for point fighting. Again, back fist is allowed. I know that was a question. 1 point. For gear, let's make sure headgear, mouthpiece, boots, gloves, cups recommended, obviously, make sure you have those. So have your gear on, have your gear ready to go. For stick fighting, we'll go through that real quick. Let me just steal one of these awesome noodles real quick. Stick fighting, very similar to the point sparring rules. Anything I strike to the head, right? Again, no facial contact. Head is all going to be worth 2 points. Facial contact actually is allowed, sorry, because we have the masks. So anything to the head, anything to the face, top of the head, 2 points. Anything anywhere else in the body, belly, arms, legs, toes, feet, hands, all worth 1 point. You can only use the stick to block and strike. If I swing, there's no grabbing the stick. You can't hold onto someone else's stick. However, you can check, so he can hit the stick away, right, to try to block, but there's no grabbing the stick. Again, point, we are allowing point to the backside with the sticks. You know, no direct intention to, you know, hit the spine or strike the back of the head, but all worth a point. Headshots, like I said, worth 2. Yes, thank you, ma'am. No thrusting, right? So no stabbing, no poking, no thrusting, no strikes to the groin. Oh yes, okay, sorry, just guys helping me out here, remember what I can do. And yes, you can only strike with the foam portion of the stick, right? So no, you know, blunt ends of the stick, you know, no strikes with the bottom of the stick, as far as that goes.
Okay, so the Nerf ones here, they're for the little ones, the 6 and under. We're going to use something a little more oomph. So if the 18-year-olds and above are thinking I'm using a pool noodle, no. We can do that. I mean, I've got other ones that look like lightsabers if it makes you feel cool. But it is the...
Last thing before I turn it back over, just because I know a lot of times it comes up, and this is the great part of the new software we're using. So with Uventex, when everything gets put in the system, as far as the order that competitors are called up, it's completely random. As far as the way the buys are assigned, so if we have an odd division, all of that is random. As far as, you know, sparring ordinance and who competes against who, all random. So there's, you know, we have no say in who fights who, and, you know, based on the information you gave us, those divisions are there. Uventex, the system does it automatically. So it takes out any bias, and it takes out any of that human error. So ties will be settled through the system, so there's no mistakes on our end.
Whenever possible, the system should be set up that to avoid in the sparring that people from the same school in the first round don't fight each other. But obviously, if there's 1 person from one school and 3 from another, there's only so much we can do. So generally, if it's 2 and 1, it's pretty. What's going to happen? Like if it's 2 of his students against 1 of mine in the same division, 1 of his students is going to get the bye because my student will fight 1 of his in the first round. If there's 3 people in the division, you know, the winner goes for first and second, the loser takes third, and that's just the way it is. So but we do things to be fair. The system does a lot of stuff, and like for those when we first came in, if you're not familiar with the terminology of the divisions, that's why we were checking you in. We didn't sign anyone up for anything. It's what you guys signed up for. Now, if you call something by a slightly different name, there was a confusion. Like when we did sparring, my guys, the 6 and under, thought it was flag sparring. I said, no, it's point fighting. You know, a few others we had more people doing the stick fighting that didn't intend to do that. So that part of the software is all on you. Now we can modify stuff as we go along. Make sure you follow that. And you know, I said once the division goes, we also have behind the counter.